Hi everyone, Sam Quinton with Sinopa Publishing right here in Frankfort, Kentucky. It is May 29th, 2024, and we're up for another quick video today. One of the things I mentioned before in previous videos is that we would talk more about getting prepared and what to do leading up to your crowdfunding campaigns. Now, I primarily use Kickstarter, but I have in the past used Indiegogo. I also actively use FundMyComic and Crowdfunder. I haven't used Zoop yet, but it's something I am looking into. There are a number of different legitimate platforms. Those mentioned come to mind immediately for folks to utilize. I, as a creator, recommend that. Let me make sure I keep this so that you guys can hear me. I, as a creator, recommend that people use as many platforms as are available to them so that they can get their work out to as broad an audience as possible. So, that having been said, what is the first thing that I recommend to anyone and everyone who asks me, hey, what do I do if I'm going to run a crowdfunding campaign? Okay, bear with me. Sorry, everyone, that just wasn't going to work. Okay, so the first thing I recommend is that they read a particular book. Now, the author of this book, I've been on a few streams with her before. I've communicated with her through social media, and we ask questions back and forth. We've both shared information. That said, she does not sponsor this channel. She doesn't pay me to recommend this, but this book is the book I recommend for every aspiring creator who wants to use crowdfunding, and that is Kickstarter for the independent creator. This is the second edition by Madeline Holly Rossing. Now, Madeline is a screenwriter as well as a comic book writer. She produces a fantastic series known as Boston Metaphysical Society. Now, this is the most recent edition. I believe it's the second, and there's a few parts in here that are now a little dated due to technology changes between platforms, but and a few of the lists of podcasts and shows, a couple of those shut down during COVID. But anyway, the book itself on its methodology is fantastic. So if you want to make crowdfunding a part of your creative journey, all right, highly recommend it. It's not an expensive book. Get it, read it, keep it handy. I've done and fulfilled more than 20 campaigns over the years, and I still reference this book just to make sure that I keep everything in it fresh in my mind. So that's the first thing I'm going to recommend to you. All right, so the second thing, of course, is you need to do your math. You need to know what you're paying everyone, when you're paying everyone, what your cash flow looks like. You need to have a production schedule about when different things are going to be done and make sure that your production schedule makes sense. You want to make sure that if you're doing a comic, you have your line art done, your inks, and your colors before your letterer gets a hold of it. You want your editor to be reviewing your script before anyone starts drawing. Make sensible decisions and follow through on them to get to your objective. With your pricing, excuse me, talk to the different printers that you're considering using. Find a printer that is reputable, one who is fitting your budget for the scope of the project you're looking for, and find out what their requirements are, the formats they need, the values that they need on those pages, what papers are available. And any reputable printer is going to help you with questions like that. So whether it's Mixam, whether it's Comics Wellspring, whether it's Avenue 4, whether it's Rich, I'm sorry, I don't remember what your company name is, but Rich Boy down in Florida, his print company, fantastic people down there. They're very, very helpful. Avail yourself of that. If you're using a local printer, ask good questions. What paper qualities are available? What do I need to be aware of with regard to my color values and everything else? So make sure that you're taking your time. Don't get in a rush to make things happen. Now, the next thing, too, and some of you might not want to hear this, but don't approach crowdfunding like it's some type of get-rich-quick scheme, because it isn't. At its heart and soul, crowdfunding is about helping you, the creator, to fulfill your desire to create something. Now, the nice part about that is that you get to create cool stuff like your comics, your role-playing game books, what have you, and then bring that to market. And yes, it's possible to make some money in crowdfunding, but if you go into it expecting that you're going to make a lot of money on the crowdfunding end of it, you're more than likely going to be disappointed. The majority of revenue that I see from my projects happens outside of the crowdfunding area. Okay, so the crowdfunding basically helps me complete my project. Usually will help me with my printing. I always have it built in so it covers shipping to backers. And then the rest of that is coming from revenue from previous sales. So keep these things in mind. We'll go into more detail on some of these in future videos, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Do also be aware we have a pair, actually, of crowdfunding campaigns that are coming out in tandem on FundMyComic and on KickStarter for some gorgeous art prints for us, and we are revealing some beautiful new art pieces that we haven't released to the world yet. And one is shown in the title card of this by Sandra Cole, absolutely fantastic artist. I love her work. And I hope that you'll come check those campaigns out when we go live in a few days. Well, hopefully in a few days. If you have any comments or questions, criticisms, or concerns, please comment below. I hope you'll like this video on whichever platform you see it on. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Of course, please do follow us on X and Instagram. And until our next video, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.